So a scale is a ratio that compares two measures. And when you multiply a measure by a scale to produce a reduced or enlarged measure, the scale is called a scale factor. And what's important to remember about the scale factor is that the first number is the model, or represents the measure on the model, and the second one represents the measure on the actual object. This is very important to remember and understand so that we know that if we have an enlargement or a reduction. So let me give you an example. How about something like 2 inches equals 5 miles? This might be something that we would see on a map. Well, it's obvious that the 2 inches is the map and that the 5 miles is the actual distance. Well, that's not writing very well. But what about if we had, if you've ever bought a model car or airplane or boat, it usually says something more like this: 1, 2, 24. So what does that mean? There aren't any units. So what does that mean? Well, this indicates that the measure doesn't matter. It's 1 centimeter to 24 centimeters, or 1 inch on the model equals 24 inches on the actual car, or 1 foot on the model equals 24 feet on the actual car. So here are 3 scale factors. Which ones will enlarge and which ones will reduce the model? Well, remember that the first number represents the model and the second number represents the actual object. So if the model is smaller, in this case 1 inch, 1 centimeter, 1 foot, and 4 inch, centimeter, foot, whatever it is the actual, well then the model is smaller than the actual, and this is a reduction. Again, if 200 is the model and then 1 is the actual, now we're looking at something that you might see in a microscope, right? The model is way larger, or like the model of an atom. This is very much enlarged. And finally, if the model and the actual are equal, well, it's not a reduction or an enlargement. We just call this one equivalent or congruent, but it's not reduced or enlarged.